with sound. L5, brother. Man, I'm kind of finna be my own therapist for real, like, because I'm low key kind of I'm kind of troubled, but I'm not troubled in the way that you think. I'm kind of troubled like mentally. I want to see what my head at mentally, and I ain't really just broke myself down in a long time. I talk to myself, my nigga. You know, talking to yourself is actually one of the healthiest things that you could do. But I really don't give a fuck if you think it is or not. You hear me? Cause frankly, I'ma do me, real. I only told you that because I'm trying to make you a higher level individual. But at the same time, I told you I'm a villain and a goon, my nigga. Damn it, everything I did it for a reason. Don't talk, man. Fuck you, nigga. You feel? But back to what I was saying, brother. Man, I kind of want to be my own therapist. I ain't telling no story, my nigga. I'm not telling no story. I told you my EPs is whatever I want them to be. Fuck wrong with you. But man, brother, I don't know. I just want to see where my head at, man. Cause like I ain't been feeling shit lately, bro. Like, and it ain't even been lately. It's been for a long time. Like I don't feel nothing. The regular emotions that people is supposed to feel, I don't feel it, my nigga. Real. And I don't feel no type of way about it. I kind of feel regular, you know? Some people will probably like take it and be on some whole other shit, but like I feel regular as shit, you know? I don't feel like nothing wrong with me. I don't feel sad, depressed, mad, nothing. I feel nothing, gang. I literally wake up in the morning. The only emotion I feel is happiness. If I feel happiness, if I don't feel happiness, I feel nothing. You feel me? I don't really get angry, bro. I used to have anger problems, but not in the sense of where like I can't control myself. I used to have the anger problems where it was like when I get mad, I'm mad as fuck, and I'm going all the way from 0 to 30,000. You hear me? It wasn't never on no shit like I can't. It wasn't never on no shit like I was finna say I can't control myself, but that's not control. If you motherfucking just going crashing out, that ain't control. Real. But I would say like my anger it came from like I don't know, it just came from people testing boundaries, pissing me off, disrespecting me, shit like that. And I take it all the way to the extreme, you know? All the way to the extreme. But I don't know, over the years I kinda like I said, I feel nothing, my nigga. So like I kinda stop getting mad, you know? When a motherfucker piss me off, I just look at they ass. I internalize everything that they just said, and then I assess the situation and realize this ain't what they want. This ain't what I want because shit, I get flip as fuck and say some shit that I mean in the moment, but after the moment is over, I won't mean it anymore, you know? So like, shit, nigga just had to start just stop giving a fuck, brother. But I'm really only talking to myself right now because I ain't going to no therapist and I feel no need to let some random person in my business. I might as well just talk to myself. And that's kind of hypocritical on what I'm saying because my nigga, you random as shit. You listening to what I'm saying and I don't know you. I don't know what the fuck you look like. Don't know your name. Never even heard of you a day in this lifetime. You know? But I'm just spilling my spill to you. But I feel like this is the only way that I really talk to myself deeply. You heard me? Because I talk to myself hella deeply, but it don't be for no 20, 30 minutes. It be for like 6, 7, 8 minutes. You heard me? Like it be for shit like that. I really just want to talk to myself. I want to see where I'm at. Bruh. Because man, this shit that I'm feeling is nothing and it's kind of interesting. Like it make me feel like I'm just some type of different type of species or something, my nigga. But like, man, what the fuck? What am I? What am I feeling on a day to day basis? On a day to day basis, what I be feeling when I wake up in the morning, I get up and I feel regular. When I go out, do something that has purpose, passion, anything behind it, I feel regular. When I get some legs, I feel good in the moment, but after the moment is over with, I kind of I feel regular. When I go home, when the day is over and I'm walking around, you know, exploring the world breathing in that dry ass air that I breathed in last night. It was cold as hell, boy. I'm out there running and it's cold as hell. I'm like, shit. I come back in the crib, I got the dry cough of death. I'm like, Lord, no, please don't let me have no dry cough. I don't want to be on this camera sick. Cause nigga know I'd be on this bitch blowing my nose, snotted up while talking to you. I will. Shit, fuck around. I don't care, boy. Real. But yeah, that is kind of dying bad. If I was on the camera, snotted up, blowing my nose and shit, that would be disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't sick. Yeah, cause you would have to deal with it. Just like I would have to, you would have to deal with it, gang. But back to what I was saying though. I just broke down the whole, just everything. I don't feel shit. The last time I felt true joy and excitement was when I got my truck. And I was 16 years old, my nigga. I was 16. I got my motherfucking ride and I felt amazing, bro. I was overfilled with joy, my nigga. You don't know how happy I was, bro. You don't know how happy I was when I got that bitch. First day I got that bitch, I boxed that bitch out because when I got my truck, it was so much like bullshit that came with it. Like, I wasn't even supposed to get the truck that I was supposed to get. I was supposed to get a whole different truck. I was supposed to get a 1995 Chevy that my cousin was gonna sell to me. But like, it had transmission problems and he didn't want to give it to me while it was fucked up, because that'd be kind of backwards, you know. I spend the money to go get the truck and then I get that bitch and they got transmission problems and I gotta pay so much just to get it fixed. So, you know, he kind of slight real for letting me know that, you hear me? Because anybody else would have just sold me that bitch and then shit. A few months later, it would have been fucked up and I would have had to just been in that jam, real. But like, I fuck with that boy for that. But like, man, at the time when I wanted that bitch, man, I did not fuck with that boy for that. Well, it wasn't no hate towards it. It was just kind of like, man, son, I want this truck, man. Fuck, like, man, dude, it's that time, brother. Nigga, you said summertime, bitch, it's summer. Bitch, we down there at the end of summer. I still ain't got that bitch. What up, man? What's up? What's going on? But shit, I ended up getting blessed with some shit that was much better than what I was gonna get in the beginning, you hear me? And I felt overfilled with joy. That was the last time a nigga really just felt great joy, you know? Like true, genuine joy. Mm, 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 mm. Another thing I'm feeling purpose driven, my nigga. You know? I feel nothing like emotionally, but I feel purpose driven. Every day when I wake up, my nigga, I have it on my mind to where it's like, brother, I don't really want to be an average individual. I don't want to be an average individual, and I'm not just saying that because everybody say that shit. They want to be this and that and this and that. But I truly mean it, my nigga. I don't want to see myself 5, 10 years down the line and be sitting up here working some bullshit ass job that I hate and fucking barely able to see my kids. Got baby mamas that just fuck over a nigga in the courts, you know, they always siding with the bitches, you know. I don't want to be that type of individual, brother, you know. Cause like, as I look back on my childhood and shit, a nigga slight been the black sheep. Slight been the black sheep of the fam, you know. Or maybe I just don't really like know my family like I think I do. But shit, from everything that I do compared to what they do, I'm definitely the standout star when it comes down to shenanigans, you know? But like, man, cause like when I was a kid, nigga used to go to school, just do some wild shit. Like, nigga was in 5th grade cussing out the teacher talking about you can't have no kids cause your husband got a little dick and all this other shit like that. That was wild as shit. Why would I do that? That was wild. You know? I'm in middle school, skipping, slapping buku ass, flirting, trying to get buns, all type of shit, gang. High school was really where I started to motherfucking just get to this higher level individual that I am now, my nigga. Am I kind of like breaking myself down to you, my nigga? Like, am I just telling you about myself and I don't even know you? This shit is weird, bro. Yeah, this shit is weird, gang. I'm snapping back into reality and I'm kind of taking a step back and who the fuck are you? Yeah, who the fuck are you, my nigga? No, seriously, who the fuck are you, gang? Whatever, bro. I'ma just continue being my therapist. I'm not here for you. You're not here. You actually is not here, my nigga. You kind of just here when I drop this bitch. But back to what I was saying though, brother. Man, I remember when I went into isolation. Dude, I remember when I went into isolation, that changed my whole life. I swear to God, it changed my whole life. I wouldn't be the individual I am today if I didn't go into isolation. You want to know why? Because I needed to be alone to see how great I was. I needed to be alone to see how great I was. And I didn't go into isolation on my own, my nigga. I was kind of forced into it because it was like the type of individual I am. I kept elevating myself to the point to where the people around me was kind of it was just a disconnect, my nigga. And I just kept elevating myself, and it was to the point to where I couldn't have a casual conversation with nobody I used to know because it felt like draining to me, my nigga. It felt like they was stealing my energy. They was sucking my shit up, yeah. Relax, gang. Fuck is right. I hit you in your shit. I hit you in your chest, cave your shit in. You won't have no breath in your lungs. Don't play with me, boy. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, it just felt like, nigga, it was just a disconnect, my nigga. Like, shit. I talk to people, and like back then, I used to be able to talk to people and just, start josing off the ripper, make friends hella easy, just be myself. You hear me? But it was like once I went into isolation and I just kept elevating myself, I go around them same people. And I'm not saying them people didn't change. Boy, them people changed tremendously, just like me. But it just seemed like, from how I perceived it, I just felt too advanced for them niggas, bro. Like holding a conversation with them just didn't move me like it used to. And that was when I started to realize, man, motherfuckers, I'm something different. And all because I went into isolation was the reason that I even started doing YouTube, bro. Like, peep game. I never wanted to be no fucking YouTuber. Never in my life I wanted to be no you. I ain't never had no dreams of doing this shit. Nigga, I ain't never had dreams of doing nothing, gang. I can't never really just remember myself ever having dreams of being something great. I never had dreams of being nothing great. But when I look back on my life, nigga, I was great. Like, great as fuck, gang. Like, what the fuck? That shit crazy as hell. You know? But I never had no passions of doing nothing just extraordinary. I wanted to be a realtor or work on the railroad. That was my passion shit. It was either a realtor or the railroad. And I only said the railroad because I knew my uncles and my pops had worked on the railroad before. So I was like, shit, that's what I want to do. I want to go to the railroad, Union Pacific. Fuck it. But then as I grew up, I was like, nah, I like new houses. I like the new house smell. I like how it feels when you walk through it. I like all this. So I was like, shit, I want to be a realtor. But then after that isolation shit, man, I realized something. I was like, brother, if I work jobs like that, I ain't never gonna be able to see my little ones. I ain't never gonna be able to see my little ones, brother. I wanna be in my kids' life overactive so that when I die, they got so many memories with their daddy to the point to where it's like the only words that they can say about their daddy is, I love that nigga to death. I love that nigga to hell and back. I get stabbed through the heart for that nigga. That's what I want them to say about me. You feel me? I don't want them to be like, yeah, my daddy, I love him, but man, my mama, she just always been my rock. Like, fuck that nigga. I'm your rock, gang. Damn your mama with a passion. I don't give a fuck about that hoe. I do apologize if you're saying this now, you know what I'm saying? But I don't apologize. Don't tell me what the hell I can and can't say. Fuck you. Fuck is wrong? Don't tell me what I can and can't say, bitch. I'm sorry. But yeah, man. And I was like, man, I want to be in I want to be in my kids' life, brother. So that shit ain't gonna work. The railroad, that shit hella draining. That shit take away buku time out your life just for some money. You get hella paid. It's a good paying job, hella paid. But it's a no life job, my nigga. It's a job where you ain't gonna have no life. You feel me? And then the realtor, I don't know if you gotta go to school for that shit or what. I really just never did my research on it. It was kind of just like something that I said I wanted to do, but it wasn't really no passion behind it. Like I liked the new houses, but it wasn't never no passion. Like I never really did my research on it. So I was like, man, what can I do to really be in my kids' life? And then after I came out of isolation, I was like, fuck it. Let me try the tube. Let me try the tube. But I wanted to make an example out of myself. You hear me? I didn't want to be no average individual, you know? I didn't want to be no average individual when I started. So I didn't tell nobody I started. I didn't tell nobody I started except like probably four people. You hear me? My mama, my sister, my big cousin, and my partner. Oh, that's five. And my girl best friend at the time. You hear me? Them was the only people I told. And it was because them people was close to me. They was going to find out anyway. You hear me? But everybody else I didn't tell. I just did that shit. But off that though, big brother. Because we ain't really talking about them fucking YouTube. I'm supposed to be my therapist. Back to what I was saying, man. How you feeling? 20K, how you feeling, man? It feel weird calling myself 20K because nigga, my name's so different. Like you'll never be able to guess my name. I don't have an average name. I give you a hint. It's a 3-letter name, my nigga. It's a 3-letter name and that's my first name, brother. It's kind of like 20K, 2 zip K, but only 3 letters and it's a real name. You'll never be able to guess it. It's so different. But shit, back to what I was saying though, brother. Like, how you feeling, 20K? How you feeling? Brother, I ain't lying. I'm feeling nothing. Yeah, I'm feeling nothing, bro. I'm trying to feel something. I'm feeling nothing. And I really came to this conclusion was yesterday. Yesterday, I was listening to Fat Mac. And he had this song called I Admitted I'm Depressed. And I was listening to that boy. And I'm just like, you depressed? I've never felt that emotion in my life. I've never felt that in my life. Never been depressed. And you depressed with all that money, hoes, diamonds in your teeth? And I'm just like, wow. When I hit that level of success in my life, no matter when it happens or how it happens, my nigga, depression will be, I'll be sitting on that shit. Yeah, depression will be falling out my ass when I'm taking a shit. Nigga, I ain't standing up. Nigga, that's depression. You feel me? That's depression. Goddamn taking a shit. I ain't what, man. I ain't, nah, gang. Nah, gang. All them emotions going in the toilet bowl, big bro. I ain't studying that shit. Only thing I'm feeling if I got that much money is happiness, gang. Happiness and just proud of myself, you know? Just like idolizing myself, I guess. Who have I idolized over my life? I never really idolized nobody. Yeah, I never really idolized nobody. I guess I could say I kind of been my own role model. But Slight, my big cousin was the closest thing to a role model that I ever had. I ain't had no fucking daddy. My uncles, them, nigga was trying to discipline me and all that shit like that before really trying to be a role model. So I never really took to him, you know? So the closest thing I ever had was a role model was my big cousin. And that was just because that nigga was just, he was just advanced, gang. And if this nigga watching this shit, hey, big brother, I fuck with you, gang. I fuck with you, gang. You was ahead of your time at the time. Not of them, a man, you heard me? I ain't seen you in a minute. Last time I seen you was graduation. I think, yeah. I ain't seen you in a minute, but like shit, you know. I just wonder who's the higher level individual or not. I wonder. We'll see one day. But like, brother, back to what I was saying though. I just asked myself what I feel, and I just literally came to the conclusion that I feel nothing. And then I told you that I was listening to a song yesterday, a man that's saying he's feeling all these emotions to the point to where he's depressed. And then I read the comments, and I was so shocked on how many people get emotionally attached to an individual that they don't even know just because of a beat and a good melody that he got doing the song. Did I say it right? Melody? Did I say it? I don't really know. Just a beat and a good word play on how he tell his story, or whatever, however he feeling. That make people feel, bro. And I had to really sit back and think about it. I've never fucking felt nothing listening to music. When I listen to music, the only thing I feel is it a good song? Is it a bad song? Cause I was talking to my brother one day and he like shit, he dropped a tip behind one of that nigga songs. And I'm like, drop the tip? It get that serious? Why the fuck have I never dropped a tip? I kind of felt like an outcast for a second, but then I realized I snapped back into reality. I'm a man. I don't got no trauma. You hear me? When niggas say they got trauma and they been through shit, I really don't be trying to hear that shit, brother. Cause it just sound like you a baby to me. It sound like you a kid, you know? Like that's just what I get when I hear it, brother. Maybe because I done been through every stage that a adolescent, a child, baby, adolescent, teenager, everything. I done did everything that you supposed to do at all them ages. When I was a fucking adolescent, I was doing adolescent activities. When I was a child, I was doing child activities. When I was a kid, I was doing kid activities. When I was a preteen, teen. You hear me? You get me? You get me? Real late teens. Now I'm doing my shit. But yeah, brother, I kind of just did. Maybe that's why my mind's so developed how it is. Maybe because I just did everything how it was supposed to be done. Like, that whole young nigga shit. I hate when folk be saying that. Like, yeah, nigga, a young nigga, but don't categorize me as them wild ass dudes that be wearing shiesties all day and fucking banging blicks and shit. Don't categorize me as them niggas, bro, because I'm not them little weirdo ass niggas. And if you is that type of individual, gang, I mean, just stay away from me. Because shit, it'll go one or three ways. Is that right? One or two ways? No. It'll go three ways. I call the law on your dumb ass. I eliminate you. Or you eliminate me. It go three ways, big brother. But it ain't gonna never be no shit that you think it is, big brother. And I might go with option number one just to keep me and you safe. I'm calling the law on your dumb ass, brother. I'm gonna use the strongest weapon against niggas that I possibly have, which is the police. I'm not afraid to dial 911. I used to kind of feel like, I don't know, I used to feel kind of, what's the word? I used to feel, I don't know, I used to feel kind of like weak if I had called 911 for anything dealing with something that I could handle personally. But when I was watching a Charleston White video, he kind of broke it down so perfectly in my mind to the point to where it was no denying it. Why the fuck wouldn't I use the most powerful weapon against niggas when you could take somebody's life, but you can't call the police? How the fuck that work? You could take somebody's life, eliminate them, but you can't call the police? My nigga, I'm gonna call the police before I have to end your life because I promise you I will. And I had another talk with my partner, brother. Like, then my day one, by the way. You hear me? We be having real life just spills sometimes, and that shit get deep. Man, I was having a talk with that nigga, and we were talking about like if a nigga had to ever eliminate somebody, how would you feel and all that shit like that. And I was like, gang, I don't think I'd feel nothing. You feel me? And I genuinely don't think I'd feel nothing because of the simple fact, my nigga, I'm just, if I have to do that to you, brother, I did it for a reason. I don't think I'd be the type of individual. Shit, man, I need a cigarette, brother. Man, fuck, man. Man, give me a joke. Give me a joke, dog. I need it, brother. Fuck. You ain't got one. Fuck, roll that dope up, man. I need to spark some. My nerves, son. My nerves, son. Like I used to hear niggas when I used to go to school, and they'll be like, they hit vapes because they nerves bad, and I kind of just like I agree with them in the moment, but then as I walk away and I think about it, I'm like, yo, nerves bad, my nigga. How old are you? Gang, are you 16, 17, or are you fucking 36? Why the fuck are your nerves bad? What? I've been through shit, dog. I've been through shit. What you done been through, nigga? Everybody done been through something. I hate a nigga that say they been through shit. Nigga, everybody done been through something. No matter what predicament you came out in, everybody done been through something. And I can't stand the gangsta ass nigga that sit up here and act like a little boy behind his own decisions. Real. Don't act like no little boy when you sat up here and you bust that nigga brain. You did that because you hated him. You did that out of spite. Don't sit up here and say you going through shit just because you had to do what you had to do because it was hate behind that individual. Oh, now you dreaming about death? That's your problem. It's a personal problem. But I don't care about you gangsters though, for real. This is not y'all therapy session. Please remove yourself. This is for me. This is for me, man. Seriously. This is for me. But yeah, I don't think I ever go to a therapist. I think I always just talk to myself, you know? And this the first time I kind of just like recorded myself talking to myself. Usually I talk to myself like this very often, but it's never for this long. You see, I'm 26 in. I've never just sat here and talked to myself for 26 minutes flat. Usually it'd be like 6, 7 minutes of real talking to myself. No jokes and just straight talking. But my nigga, what else was I finna say? Yeah, that I only wanted to record this because I really just wanted to. I wanted to really, really. I wanted to just kind of get it off my chest, and I wanted to. I wanted to figure out why I don't feel nothing, and I kind of just got it out this whole time. I don't feel nothing because I'm probably emotionally detached. I probably done. I probably done motherfucking just. Yeah, I'm probably just emotionally detached, bro. That's what it is, gang. Sid, define emotionally detached.
Okay, I found this on the web for define emotionally detached. Check it out.
Alright, I'm finna read that bit broader cause shit, I wanna know what it means. You hear me? In psychology, emotionally detachment, also known as emotional blunting, is a condition or a state which a person lacks emotional connectivity to others, whether due to an unwanted circumstance or a positive means to cope with anxiety, such as coping strategy, also known as emotion focused coping. It's used when avoiding certain situations that might trigger anxiety. It refers to the invasion of emotional connections. Emotional detachment may be temporary reaction to a stressful situation or a chronic condition such as depersonalization, derealization disorder. It may be caused by certain antidepressants. Emotional blunting, also known as the reduced affect display, is one of the negative symptoms of schizophrenia. What the fuck is schizophrenia? Define schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia means a long term mental disorder of a type involving a breakdown in the relation between thought, emotion, and behavior, leading to faulty perception, inappropriate actions and feelings, withdrawal from reality and personal relationships into fantasy and delusion, and a sense of mental fragmentation.
Okay. I don't think I call myself schizophrenic. Probably just emotionally detached. I've came to the conclusion of why I feel nothing. I'm emotionally detached. Therapy session over. Kaboom kabam. I feel better. I feel like a weight is lifted off my chest, you know? I feel like I done got it out because all last night I was thinking about it. I felt like something was wrong with me, man. I ain't feel like nothing was wrong with me in a way like I'm stressed, and I just felt like something was wrong with me mentally. I felt like I was just thinking, I was trying to think back on my childhood and shit that I done did and all that, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Is this something I'm not remembering about my life that got me this way? So I really just had to break it down on camera, and I got the conclusion of why I am this way. I'm this way because my nigga, when I went through isolation, I kind of just I slight turned antisocial, and when I turned antisocial, I motherfucking started being a real observative, you know. And I started seeing everything for what it truly was. I'm a realist. I see everything for what it is, not for what it ain't. I don't sugarcoat shit because what's the point? You gonna figure out the real regardless. You might as well just figure it out right now. So shit, that's the reason why I am. Because shit, I'm just too real, bro. I see shit for what it is. And I take the emotions away from it. When I listen to music, I listen to it to hear is it a good song or a bad song. When I watch a movie to see is it a good movie or a bad movie. I don't look at it and connect feelings to it, my nigga. That's my problem. I'm emotionally detached. I'm too observative, and I'm slight antisocial. But I'm social at the same time. I don't know. I'm a mix of both. I'm an ambivert. That's what it's called, I guess. But I'm done talking, brother. My therapy session was very successful in my eyes. You know, if you made it this far, either you feel the same way that I felt at the moment because I no longer feel that way. I feel, well, I do. I feel nothing still. But or you just real intrigued on how my mind work, big brother. And if you intrigued on how my mind work, then I don't know. I was gonna call you gay, but I just didn't have the energy to do it, you know? Because if I would have called you gay, then I would have had to come up with it. I just didn't feel like it. I don't have the energy to do it, my nigga. After I came to this conclusion, I feel so relaxed, my nigga. And I'm stretching it at this point. I'm tired of talking to you, brother. Man, y'all know how I get though, dick. Man, fuck with me. Don't fuck without me, bitch. I'm gone.